Just wait. This side here is really. Are we in the right side? Swap sides. We've got a side. We're like on deck. It's less funny and not Jordy. Thanks very much, everybody, for coming. We're back. For those who don't know what that means, we used to run scratch nights ages and ages and ages ago down in the old accidental building, and this is our first one back here. So we're really delighted. So many people here. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for supporting it. The main point of scratch nights is feedback for all the artists. So we've got 5 groups of great artists performing tonight, and the main reason they're here is to get your feedback. So in between each piece, upstairs in the book bar, I think you might have already seen it, there's big posters with their questions on it. There's post-its in all the tables, and there's markers in all the tables, and there's extra post-its and markers on the bar as well. It's really important that the artists get feedback, because they're literally, the reason it's called scratch is because they're just scratching the surface of what they're about to create.
I think that's very clever, Gary.
Thank you very much. I looked it up today. I really actually didn't know what scratch meant. I don't know why we called it that. And then it's because of that. It's not like a pity. You can look it up afterwards. Saying that, don't look it up now. Please, could you turn off your mobile phones? What a segue. That was a great segue.
That was very
Thank you. If you can turn your mobile phones off, that'd be great. And like I say,
or not. You know, if you're not, that's fine.
Feedback is the most important thing, so that'd be great in between the show, upstairs, into the drink bar. But we'll remind you, loads. So you'll be okay. Anything else, Chris? Nope. Good. I'm going to be in the box all night, so Chris is going to be taking you through, and I'll leave you in his very, very, very capable hands. Just make sure he gets back safe.
There he is. I'm still here.
There he is.
I'll be all the way. Sorry.
So, I think Gary said it all. Sorry. So I don't have to turn my phone off because I have some of the information on it that I have to read out. So folks, as Gary said, we're going to do one act now, then there's going to be literally a 10-minute break. I'm going to set a timer. We're going to come up and get you. So you just go upstairs and do the feedback, please, and then just come back down. And watch the second one, and so on. So the first person on tonight is Sarah Reid. I do have more things to read out, so so Sarah Reid, just hold it there, and you must know her. And so Sarah has written this piece, and so it's called, this is a taster from Feel the Ripple by Sarah Reid, starring Patrick Quinn as performer, and they want another woo. Sarah's giving me stage directions here. Patrick Quinn as a performer, can we have a clapping sound? We'll work on that as well, we scratched that there. Sarah Reid as performer with a whoop whoop. So I hate to be picky about it, it is a whoop whoop because the next person's is a yo. So Sarah Reid as a performer. Very good. And Rob Crawford as counsellor / director with a yo. Lovely. They would just like to say a massive thanks to Pips, Lighthouse, Aware and Mindwise for all their supporting research that's been developed through the play. They intend to expand this performance into a full production for Mental Health Awareness Week in May, and if you enjoy the show now, please come and see the production. That's a thank you from Sarah, Rob and Patrick. So I hope you enjoy this. Here it is, Sarah Reid and Feel the Ripple.
Hi Zara, how you feeling this week?
I want to pull my fucking hair out. Everybody's annoying me.
Do you want to talk about it?
It's my mum and dad. I just don't know how to say what I need to say to them, you know? Like, see, this morning, I was fast asleep, lying in bed, and in comes mum. She's ripping the curtains open, in her happy little voice she says,
"Good morning!"
And then she sits herself down the side of the bed.
Now, Zara, today is not a day to be lying about. Today is a day to be proactive and go and get out there. Okay, so your wee Auntie Mary's going to bring you to the doctor to get your prescriptions, and I'm going to get my hair cut, and then I was thinking we were going to do some mummy and daughter shopping because I was going to get you some makeup because, to be honest, babe, your hair's looking a little bit grey. And actually, oh my God, Sarah, when was the last time you washed your hair? It's really greasy. Oh my God! The absolute state of this room!
And there she goes, off on a rant, you know. And anytime I try to tell her what I actually need in this situation, where, you know, she just kind of butts in and starts talking.
Now, Zara, we're going to do what my mammy has always said is the right thing to do. We're going to get ourselves out there and give ourselves a good shake out!
Mum, it's just mad.
And we're going to throw ourselves out there and snap out of it!
Mum, I haven't even opened my eyes yet.
God. Sarah, this room's stinking. I'm just going to open a wee window here.
Mum, please don't!
Do you feel that lovely breeze?
For fuck's sake! Will you just get out? She just doesn't get it, you know. I want to be left on my own. I need to just lie in bed and try and figure everything out. But it's too much. She is too much.
How's my wee princess?
And Dad doesn't help either.
How's my wee sugar plum fairy?
This is why we don't speak.
Ah!
Shite!
What's your fucking language, Zara? Well, have you completely forgotten how to smile or something? Well, you know your face might freeze like that if you're not careful. Like, Jesus, it was only a joke. Well, how are you feeling today then?
To be honest, I'm not feeling great.
Sure, what do you have to be sad about on a beautiful day like today?
I came across some photographs.
Oh. Are they your wee Bobby photographs? I
No,
remember
Dad! Photographs of me and Ollie. Just, I miss him.
Well, we all miss them when they're gone, Zara. But the thing is, time is the greatest healer of all.
Oh, for God's sake.
Do you know, maybe if you're not feeling so good, a wee appointment with the doctor would do.
Why do I want to do that? I'm not even sick.
Well, in that case, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's true though. And do you know, maybe he might give you something to ease the pain. You know, bring yourself back to your wee bubbly wee self, to my wee girl. Do you know, we all deal with grief in different ways, and the thing is that maybe I'm not the best person to talk with about this, kiddo. Do you know?
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime, Zara.
Like, he doesn't know how to talk. How's he supposed to listen to me when I need to talk? I feel like a burden on the two of them. Most times I don't know what to say, I don't know how to respond. It's grief. I mean, 1 minute you're fine and you're having a coffee and you're watching, and then the next you're just sad. But today, this week, I just couldn't be fucking bothered.
Zara, is there anyone in your family you feel you can talk to?
My granny?
Right, now, come on, you stick the wee kettle on, okay?
I hope you've got them good biscuits in this way. I'll be here for a while.
Right, spit it out now. I can see you've got ants in your pants and all.
Granny, I have so many questions. Why did he do it? Why did he feel like he had no one to talk to? Why did he feel like he couldn't talk to me? If I had just known, I could have done something about it!
Sarah, things will figure themselves out. It's all going to be alright.
It's not going to be alright! Right, let me ask you something. Would you get angry at someone that died of cancer? No. Would you get angry at someone that just dropped dead in front of you, had a massive heart attack? No. But yet here I am, angry at him because he's gone, angry at him for not talking to me, angry because I just don't know what to do! Just tell me. Just tell me what to do.
Well, there's one thing that I always do whenever troubles are getting me down. There's one person I know that I can always rely on no matter what.
Oh.
Let's pray. Dan min nahargas and vikings and spirit. Arnya heart, Arnya, I can need to Dan and Jagged the Rig, and yet to the whole end, California.
It's so difficult for people to talk about it. Nobody wants to. I need to. But they don't. They won't. My granny says it's a mortal sin to kill yourself. She's down there every week saying mass for me, but not for him. Not for his family. She can't even say the word suicide. Okay, Granny, I'm gonna go.
Now, don't you feel a lot better after we prayer?
Yeah.
God bless, we don't.
Okay.
It sounds very frustrating.
It is. It makes everybody uncomfortable. She was with me when I seen him.
You had mentioned that. Do you want to tell me about it?
Last month, she asked me to go to the market with her. She said she'd buy me a wee cream bun because no one would cheer me up. But I had my hand on the side of the trolley and I was leaning on the stall, and then these two kids came running past, and that's when it happened. That's when I seen Ollie.
How did it make you feel?
I can't reach him. I can't help him.
You're doing really well. Do you need to take a break?
I just need a minute.
It's okay. Sarah, I want to ask you if you ever experienced suicidal thoughts yourself.
Are you seriously asking me that question? I already feel like I'm dying inside. I'm so confused. I feel lost. I feel hurt. I can't talk to my mum and dad. I can't talk to my granny, and I can't talk to my doctor.
Oh, Zara. Hi.
To be honest, I think he's trying to kill me.
Oh.
All you have to do is say that you're feeling stressed.
Tablets.
Or that you feel low.
Tablets.
I even told him that I had seen Ollie.
Tablets. Oh.
Is it any wonder everybody here is addicted to fucking drugs?
So, Zara. Back again, are we? So, how are you feeling this time?
Yeah, I just sort of
Oh, great fluoxetine.
Yeah. But I just thought we could maybe
Come
discuss some
Brasmon will
options.
sort that right out.
Well, actually, I just wanted to ask a few questions.
Ugh, fine. Paroxetine.
Do you really I need all of these.
Now, I know that your last GP did put you on sertraline, but I really do think that that will sort out all of your problems, so here you go.
Will you just listen?
Oh, Zara. I'd really love to, but actually my next patient is just waiting for me outside, so if you take those 3 times a day, those 2 times a day, and that 1 time a day, but not before bed because of the insomniac side effects, that would be great. Okay, bye, Zara. The nurse will answer any questions you have, Zara, if you just go out there. Yes, bye. Bye, Zara. Have a lovely day now, Zara. Bye-bye till next time, Zara. Bye, bye, bye.
Quinn there getting an extra body in at the end. Very ready. So, that was Sarah Reid, Rob Crawford and Patrick Quinn with Feel the Ripple. Thank you very much to them. Thank you very much for such a lovely response. So folks, this is it now. Feedback upstairs. Do you all remember that bit? There's post-its on the tables, pens on the tables. There's a sheet. You'll see Sarah Reid, Feel the Ripple. Whenever you go into the book bar, please go up now. I'm going to literally set a timer on my phone. I know Gary said to turn them off, don't tell him. And I set a timer and it's time to go. Off you go, nice and quick, thank you. We'll be up and tell you to come back down with 3 minutes to go.
I am a composer / sound artist. I think I'm more sound artist now. When I was first composing, I would be working with acoustic instruments, and then I developed that further to working with electronics, and now we're moving into a time where the exploration of sound in itself, about projection of sound and with virtual reality. I still do composition, and I would incorporate acoustic instruments in some of my works. But with the sound design, I'm fascinated by the new way of projecting sound within a 3D space. The Holsonic speakers that project sound, they work on the ultrasonic principle, and they project sounds into the room, and they're called audio spotlights. So I'm actually trying to work on a piece incorporating these speakers. I am a composer / sound artist. I think I'm more sound artist now. When I was first composing, I would be working with acoustic instruments, and then I developed that further to working with electronics, and now we're moving into a time where the exploration of sound in itself, about projection of sound and with virtual reality. I still do composition, and I would incorporate acoustic instruments in some of my works. But with the sound design, I'm fascinated by the new way of projecting sound within a 3D space. The Holsonic speakers that project sound, they work on the ultrasonic principle, and they project sounds into the room, and they're called audio spotlights. So I'm actually trying to work on a piece incorporating these speakers.
Well, this is social media, and this is what my thing. You wouldn't get this if anywhere else. All ages, especially with kids and moms as well. I wouldn't see part of your you were there. Did you ask Marcy? Yes. She's seen a piece I was there. Yeah. And my mum went, do you want I just went to see this? Because I don't think this right. And all this she was that's the main Maybe it's one of the
My name is Lloyd. I am a comedian, but I have another job as well as comedy. Now, I used to ask the crowd and say, oh, what do you think I do for a living as well as comedy? But I stopped asking because the responses I was getting were scathing, awful. Straw that broke the camel's back, gig in Birmingham. Bloke on the front row, I said, mate, what do you think I do for a living as well as comedy? This bloke looked at me, panicked, went, oh, I don't know, mate. Darts. Darts. Just a fat athlete. I'm not a darts player, not professionally. I am a singer as well as a comedian, and it's not any ordinary thing what I do. It is very weird, it's very niche. I am a choir boy. And that's the usual reaction that gets. What the f***'s happening? Now, obviously, I'm not a choir boy, I'm a choir man. You think of a choir man, you think of someone like Andrea Bocelli, Luciano Pavarotti, maybe even Placido Domingo, and I look like none of those people. The only person I look like, and I get told on a daily basis, and if I don't reference it, some then usually heckles me with it, is the American comedian and actor and singer is in that group. You've seen in all the films. I think you've just said it there, haven't you? I can't see the resemblance myself, but apparently I look like Will Smith. So I just need to get out there. Early doors. So people stop shouting Big Willie at me.
Thank you very much, folks. That's amazing. Thank you so much. That's a new method we're trying out with the feedback, and the wall is covered in coloured notes. Sarah was delighted. So for every piece, if you do that there, and you were bang on time, weren't you, Chris? Yes, you were. There you go. So the next piece is by Sam Farrell. Woo! Yeah. Okay, long, mate. Sam has written the piece and he's also going to be in it with me as well. I'm going to read it for him as well. That's part of the thing we offer at Scratch Night. If you don't have actors and you've written a piece, then we'll give you an actor or we'll give you a director. For anybody out there who's thinking of applying for our next Scratch Night, okay, so we'll give you an actor. Chris, you're turn music then? Thank you. This is why I'm normally in the box. So Sam Farrell, everybody, like one stage. So this is an extract from an untitled wider piece that deals with themes of racism, friendships and identity. This scene follows Chris, who is a white supremacist, who has just been on a night out with his housemates, his girlfriend and his girlfriend's best friend, Rob, who is gay. Chris and Rob are trying to get home after the night's over and starting to find common ground despite their differences.
No, she's not answering for me either.
Fun fact about Emily, she's a mess. Like, I love her and everything, but you can't go out with her without her getting too drunk and getting lost. Won't be too worried about her though. She'll be there when you get home.
I've never seen anyone so out of it. Like, there was not one moment the whole night where she wasn't falling over. Like, honey, either go easy on the rosé or like not, or just admit that 5-inch stilettos are not for you.
Tell me about it. But I wouldn't mention anything about what she was like tonight to her, so she'll object to ever going out again.
She doesn't mind it when I read her for filth.
Sorry, water for what?
Oh, never mind, it's just a thing me and my friend would say. Your two friends though, how did they manage to go that long without taking a breath?
Yeah, it does happen to those two. I did catch a glimpse of them leaving together, so at least that solves the mystery of where they went.
Here, I'll order us the Uber. Don't worry about Slynn, it's on me.
Sweet. Shall be sure to get you a drink next time we're out.
Oh, you want to hang out again?
Yeah, man. Seem pretty cool.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, you and your mates wouldn't usually be the kind of people I'd be acquainted with. But yeah, I'm down for another night like this.
Definitely. I probably should apologise for them being so weird at times. By them, I mean Marty. He's a little more conservative than you're used to, I'm sure.
I noticed.
And well, Rose not exactly a liberal enthusiast herself. And as for me, well...
It's chill, Chris. Emily explains it all. I may not agree with your points of view, and I'm actually pretty curious to know more about them, but like, I wouldn't dismiss them and antagonize you for it. It's just how you see this messed up world.
Yeah. Pretty mature of you there, Rob.
I don't know about you, but do you ever feel like you're always having to take a moment to yourself, and you have to always think about what you're going to say, and then there's always that one wrong move you're going to make, and it's going to send you on a huge spiral?
Yeah, I think that's the point of making the right decision.
Like, right. It's like you always have to keep checking yourself, if you know what I mean. As soon as you open that door and leave your home, you put on that mask and you become someone everyone will like, or at the very least someone everyone will tolerate. You can be flamboyant, yeah, but as long as you're being funny about it. And you have to be sure to tone it down if you're coming across as annoying. And don't even think about holding hands with your partner if you happen to have one. And then if politics comes up, as it does, how do you not be the bad guy? You're a liberal wacko if you agree with the intentions of the left. And then you're a conservative dinosaur if one agenda item ever so edges to the right. I mean, obviously, I'm here for equality, but fuck me. Some of those campaigners, you know, the ones around our uni, they just really piss me off. They'll antagonize you if your viewpoints aren't a particular way. Like I'm an aspiring nurse, and I genuinely believe that transgender people need to receive the same type of treatment as a mental health patient. But I can't say that without being an insensitive transphobe. You know, you and I differ in a lot of ways, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to avoid you because of it. Like, I know I'm half cut and I'm talking a load of balls, but like, I just feel like I can say this to you. I just think this is like the first time since I got here that I didn't have to keep checking myself, you know? Sorry, I don't usually rant like this, but Drunk Rob is not the one.
No, I get it. I try my best not to get political because, well, I'd be a straight up monster.
You certainly aren't a monster. We all have our intentions for what we believe in. Might I dare ask you what your motivation is?
A motivation? Well, you know, you spend your whole life surrounded by people that are like you, and that's easy. But then you walk down the street and there's a black fella. What should I do? Don't make any gaze to show I have no intentions of interacting with him, or look him directly in the eye to show I have no fear of the bastard just because he's black. It's the same with some queers and 7-foot transvestites, a clusterfuck of Asians. They have their place to be with people, just them. That's fine. But them being where I am, well, that isn't easy for anyone. So maybe for the sake of making things easy, we should just keep going as we are, right? Look, I know you're gay, and I basically just said that you shouldn't be in a similar position as me, but I just feel like I can be open about this kind of thing with you.
I mean, I sort of see that. People you can relate to are easy to be around.
Yeah, like Marty would be really pleased to hear you dislike those campaigners.
It's not that I dislike them, it's just that I hate the way they shove their opinions down your throat to the point where you single-handedly want to carry out the abortions on them so that they can never breed.
They are so annoying. The pro-life ones are just as bad, to be fair.
Yeah.
I know about that cultural appropriation. I mean, can I not eat a fucking onion bhaji without being accused of misrepresenting India?
Oh, why don't the Brits just like colonise India with half the world again?
I'll show them brownies.
You see, that's just taking it too far, you fucking racist.
Fuck off.
Oh shit, that's our Uber. Hello? Great, we'll be there in a sec. It's just around the corner there. Perhaps we should tone it down the problematic shit when we get in. I've got my 5-star customer service to maintain.
Check your what's up with this? Done this, that's the chairs.
Muchas gracias.
Here? Yeah, there. Keep the volume up for your stuff, just in case the ball goes back in. Yeah. Is it Stony?
I set it up really to give a place for people to play and perform in Belfast. I was trained in Shanghai, China. Whenever I came back, there were a few different people that were performing improv, a few different teachers here and there, but there didn't seem to be much of a community. So Belfast Improv Theatre was created to sort of make a coherent community of improvisers. I was working and living in Shanghai. I was there for a number of years, and when I was over there I was working as an English and drama teacher and using some improv in some of my lessons. And I worked very closely with an improviser, and they suggested I come to some of their classes in order, because they thought I'd really enjoy it. And I did really enjoy it, and so I was there for a number of years practicing and performing. Personally, as someone who was a fan of theatre but had never really graced the stage, and so being able to get up on stage without formal experience was a fantastic experience. I thought I really wanted other people to be able to do something similar, to a very basic training but use their own inherent talents and use their own knowledge and their own skills and their own perspectives in order to be able to tell stories on stage. And it's the sort of thing that just with a little bit of training anyone can do. And I think that was what really attracted me to the art. I'd say if someone isn't sure about whether or not they should try improv, they should definitely go to a workshop. There's lots of free workshops these days in Belfast. There's a few different people running them. It's good to go for an hour and a half workshop and just check it out. But I think probably the best experience is to actually go to a show. So go to an improv show, see what they do, see if you are interested in it, and speak to someone, speak to an improviser at one of their own shows and ask them how they get into it and what they think of it and what it means to them. Because I think you only really know whether or not to sign up for something like that if you know someone who's already done it. And so word of mouth is very important actually in getting people to workshops and to classes, and speak to some of the people that are performing and just ask them how to get into it, what excites them about it, and what their background is, and really talk to someone who's went through it, because I think that's the best way to know whether or not you're interested in the art form or not, or whether or not you'd be suitable for the art form, although I believe that everyone is inherently suitable for it, but to know whether or not it matches you yourself and your personality is to speak to other people that are doing it. And improvisers are a lovely, friendly bunch.
My name is Lloyd, I am a comedian, but I have another job as well as comedy. Now, I used to ask the crowd and say, oh, what do you think I do for a living as well as comedy, but I stopped asking because the responses I was getting were scathing, awful. Straw that broke the camel's back, gig in Birmingham. Bloke on the front row, I said, mate, what do you think I do for a living as well as comedy? This bloke looked at me, panicked, went, oh, I don't know, mate. Darts? Darts. Just a fat athlete. I'm not a darts player, not professionally. I am a singer as well as a comedian, and it's not only ordinary singing what I do, it is very weird, it's very niche. I am a choir boy.
Hello folks, welcome back. See, Gary? That's all I have to do. So folks, thank you very much. You're doing a great job up and down the stairs. We really do appreciate it. Also, for people that didn't know, we're actually live on Facebook tonight, so I'm going to wave hello to people at home. The cameras are there and there, and we've already had people writing in live on Facebook. I'll skip that one, that's not a good review. I jest, of course, I jest. Margaret O'Connor says hi. Hello, Margaret O'Connor. Does anybody know Margaret O'Connor in the audience? Fair play, Margaret. You're come watching. Maeve Gervin has said, oh, this is all for Brona now. Good luck, Brona. And Sarah Jane Hawkins says, woo, go, Brona. So God, she's on now. So next we have Dan Kelly and Bruno Macaulay. They've co-written this piece called The Funeral. They're about to start. I hope you enjoy.
Listen, I lent him 20 quid last week, reckon? Ready for this? One foot in front of the other. Simple enough manoeuvre. Hardly to be in these fucking waltz, is it? Why is it so tricky now? Oh, forgot about you, Joe. Sorry, mate. Christian, mate. Here, Joe. Do you know when they removed all your organs in the morgue? Did they replace them with kettlebells or what? I mean, let's not kid ourselves. You're always heavy, but fuck me. Today will be good crack, Joe. Not for you, obviously. Funerals are always the best sessions. Here, do you remember me broking my ring up when we were carrying Jenny? I would have dropped her if you weren't as strong as you were back here. What would we be thinking, huh? Skipping out of the wake a bit early, getting blitzed on that bottle of dodgy tequila. Jenny would have been right there with us too. Fuck, it was probably her tequila. She could drink like a champion, God rest her. Here, do you remember that thing? I changed her name on my phone till the lesbian because she knocked me back that many times. Then she found out and kissed me just in padding. Crazy witch. Fuck, I misheard you. I haven't forgot about that score you owe me either. You timed that heart failure to fucking perfection, you stingy whore. And heart failure? What the fuck is that about, huh? You're the most generous bastard I ever met. You put everybody else ahead of yourself. Maybe that's why you failed. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to start being a horrible bastard. Maybe that'll stop me leaving all my friends and family whenever I shouldn't. Look. There he is. There's my dad running up the next carriers. Like it's a fucking military operation. Hope you've got shoulder pads on, lads! Fuck's sake. Sergeant fucking Bilko over there. Like, look at this. Now he's written paired up. Wee Michael with a gammy leg and our big Liam. Liam's that big you can play handball off his back for fuck's sake. Instead of him hobbling up here, you're in for a bit of a roller coaster ride tonight in the graveyard, Joe. Fuck's sake. They're gonna stay in. Oh, here they come. Fucking little and large. Is my dad blind or what? I suppose this is where I say cheerio, Joe. That'll be the last time I talk to you. Fuck that. Hello, Dad. Hello. I'll switch over in a second. Just let me get to the other street, will you? Right, Joe? Guess this is it. Nah, fuck it's not. No, we still got loads to do, huh? What about us going to Australia? Heading over to New York for some parties, getting blitzed in the parade, kiss me, I'm fucking Irish! Who's going to be a golf player tonight, kids? Fucking Michael with a gammy leg? We'll drop the poor child into the christening water for fuck's sake! Hello, Dad, look, I'm coming! Liam, I won't fucking drop him! He thinks I'm much. I'll never fucking drop him, mate. Just let Dad, please. No, my arm. Fuck, my arm is breaking. It's only one minute to go. Dad, just give me, please, 10 more paces. Joe, I have to go here, mate. But look, I'll talk to you later on. We'll catch up like the outtakes, know what I mean? Right, alright, Liam, fuck me. I love you, Joe.
Well, didn't think we'd be here again so soon, did you? I shouldn't come to funerals. I can't take anything seriously enough to be invited. But I thought, you know, with my dad's chemo and everything, and also I didn't think a lot of people would come because of the snow.
I know, I was sliding down the falls like Torval and Dean doing a fucking bolero.
I was thinking more the Jamaican bobsled team, but...
Yeah, feel the rhythm!
Feel the rhyme!
Come on up!
It's bobsled time!
Come on, that's powerful.
You want to kiss my lucky egg?
So glad you're dead, man!
Yeah, man. Imagine having the nerve to die on a snow day. Jesus Christ. Okay, you're going to have to help me out with all the wee moves and everything. I mean, I know we were taught in school, but priests are fucking crafty. I tell you, they know we stop going to mass and they change up the choreography just to catch you out. Fuck's sake, I don't know whether I'm standing, sitting, coming, going.
Coming, knowing you.
Jesus Christ, in the house of God?
Sorry, Jesus.
Should be the Virgin Mary. I hate that the family have to sit in the front row. There's no fucker to copy off of. I mean, we have the few dedicated Catholics. You know, the ones that do the communion, the super sinners. I call them that because they must be some bad bastards to do this every day. You going up for the altar wine?
Nah, I'm doing dry January.
I think that's a sin.
I know. Sobriety feels like a crucifixion, but longer. At least Julia doesn't have to worry about this no more.
Me neither. Well, I think I've spent enough time on my knees.
That's what she said.
Sure, how would you know? You called me the lesbian.
Guess this is it, Joe. Fuck some weeks. Right. Joe, I'll talk to you later, mate.
Thanks, mate. Stand your feet. Here, stand your feet. You're going now. Thank you very much. That was Dan Kelly and Bruno McCauley with the funeral. Let's do it, folks. You know where you're going. Everybody up on your feet and upstairs and give some feedback for that lovely performance. I'm going to set the timer. That's it. Going.
I am a composer / sound artist. I think I'm more sound artist now. When I was first composing, I would be working with acoustic instruments, and then I developed that further to working with electronics. And now we're moving into a time where the exploration of sound in itself, about projection of sound and with virtual reality. I still do composition, and I would incorporate acoustic instruments in some of my works. But with the sound design, I'm fascinated by the new way of projecting sound within a 3D space. The Holsonic speakers that project sound, they work on the ultrasonic principle, and they project sounds into the room, and they're called audio spotlights. So I'm actually trying to work on a piece incorporating these speakers. I am a composer.
Il semble que quelqu'un ait convoqué l'espoir. Les rues sont des jardins, je danse sur les trottoirs. Il semble que mes bras soient devenus des ailes, qu'à chaque instant qui vole, je puisse toucher le ciel, qu'à chaque instant qui passe, je puisse manger le ciel. Les clochers sont penchés, les arbres déraisonnent. Ils croulent sous les fleurs au plus roux de l'automne. La neige ne fond plus, la pluie chante doucement. Et même les réverbères ont un an impatient. Et même les cailloux se donnent l'air important. Car je suis l'amoureuse. Oui, je suis l'amoureuse. Et je tiens dans mes mains la seule de toutes les choses. Je suis l'amoureuse.
Thank you very much. That was Dan and Bruno. Thank you very much for coming upstairs and leaving feedback. We have another comment, folks, coming in. Thanks very much online. I love this. I feel like, what? No, Margaret hasn't commented. Heather Pencavel, we're here, brackets there. So is Heather here or at home?
She's in England.
Thank you very much, Heather. She says, we're here, there too, and then has written her own name again, Heather Pencavel. Thanks very much. I can see myself on the phone! That's mad. Okay, thank you very much again, folks, for going upstairs and coming back down in such a timely fashion. This is Jai Davin with his screenplay, The Power of Dave, and he's going to come on and explain a wee bit more about it. So I hope you enjoy.
Alright guys, we have a couple of disclaimers first. So this is the first draft and it's written at the moment for filming. So what I want everyone to do, because it's a very visual piece, is to close your eyes as we do this. And I don't want any peekers. Anyone on Facebook, I want you to just close your eyes too. So everybody close their eyes, clear your head, go to your happy place and let us defile it. Scene 1, exterior, 35 Tates Avenue, Belfast, night. Two suspicious looking individuals are loitering around the bins of 35 Tates Avenue. Dave, 5'11", lean with secret sexy arms, longish dark auburn hair, medium length facial hair, wears a flat cap and a long beige coat. His demeanour is borderline menacing and talks an aggressive, gravelly East London accent. Daniel, 5'6", medium build, middle-aged, lovely blue eyes, a mixed Polish accent. The film is shot from Daniel's POV from a handheld camcorder throughout the whole film. The two are rummaging through the plastic bags, uncaring, ripping them apart and dumping the contents onto the ground.
Hang on there, Danny boy. I think we found something here.
Dave pulls out a yellow piece of tattered and stained yellow paper. On it in backwards handwriting is a letter addressed to the universe, signed Shay Divine. After a few seconds of scanning the letter, with a concerned look on his face, he lowers the paper down as he patriotically raises his free hand to his chest.
This is one disturbed individual. As a concerned citizen, it is our duty to rein in this degenerate with more nurturing grip.
His hand clenches at his chest as he speaks. It forms a fist that raises up towards the camera menacingly, a sinister glint in his eye.
Where do you reckon we can find this fucker?
Without speaking, Daniel from behind the camera points towards the second floor of the house directly behind them. From the two large windows, you can see a room illuminated by the soft lighting of a lamp. The camera focuses on it. You can just about make out some large canvas paintings, and on the windowsill, an aloe vera plant.
Nice one, Danny boy. Come on, let's not keep him waiting up there in his ivory tower.
Scene 2. Interior, Shay's bedroom, decent sized. Walls covered in post-its and artwork. The place is furnished with second-hand furniture. The ceiling light is off, but on a large desk there is a lamp that is on. Shay, 5'6", late 20s, scrawny build but with a handsome enough face. He is wearing plaid pyjamas. Still from Daniel's point of view, he follows in the wake of Dave. They both storm the room, turning on the main light as they charge at Shay, who's snoozing on a yoga mat in the centre of the room with a thin blanket wrapped around him for warmth. He is peacefully deep in slumber.
Wakey, wakey, Shay! Rise and shine!
Shay wakes with a start from his mat, still half asleep and confused. What the...
Close the door, Danny, you tit!
Daniel on his camera turns around and closes the door. When he turns back around to view the action, he catches Shay attempting to crawl desperately away. Dave grabs him by his feet and flips him around, dragging him towards him. As Shay, clearly terrified, attempts to scrabble away, Dave roughly attempts to keep him detained.
Don't worry, son. I've got you. I'm here to help. Daniel, get the tape.
Daniel pauses a little too long.
The tape! The fucking tape!
As Daniel fusses and fumbles around the tape, wrapping it around Shay's mouth, Dave sits on his chest and pounds his own chest, making a gorilla call.
Ah!
Once the tape is on, Dave stops his screaming and, as gentle as a geisha, ignoring Shay's terrified mews and muted cries, puts his finger to the bandaged mouth.
Shh. Hush there. No need to be worried. Shh. We're here to help. Dave's here and we're going to make everything all better.
He playfully tussles Shay's hair, who looks like he might just pass out in fear.
Shh. Here to help.
Scene 3. Interior, Shay's bedroom, still night. Shay is now bound to a chair with tape in the centre of the room. He's now much more subdued, defeated. Dave is standing behind him in control of the situation. Daniel continues to film. For this scene, the camera work will be much freer as he attempts to catch the action.
Apologies for the late hour, but it couldn't be helped. But Dave likes to make a dramatic first impression. Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Dave.
He puts out his hand to be shaken, but drops it when Shay is unable to accept.
This is my associate, Daniel.
Daniel waves from behind the camera.
I'm here for business. I'm in the profession of aiding truth seekers on the journey of spiritual recovery.
Again, Dave looks at Shay with the expectation of response. Shay stays quiet.
I'll provide your letter.
From his coat, Dave pulls out the crumpled letter in a flourish.
The moment I read this, I knew it'd be my biggest challenge to date. But if Dave respects anything in this life, it's a challenge. You see, I'm what they would call a winner. I win things. I smash them into oblivion. I fuck them into the ground till all that's left is some pregnant rubble. But seeing you all curled up in the ground looking like a starved India, well, I can see I've a real mountain to climb.
Again, he looks at Shay to speak. Shay just holds up his tired hands. Dave frowns and looks directly at Daniel.
Will you take the fucking tape off him?
As Daniel clumsily takes off the gag, Dave begins to prowl around the room, taking it all in and fiddling with Shay's belongings. Thank you. Off camera, Dave.
What the fuck is this?
Daniel pans the camera to reveal a sign with post-its all over it reading, "People before profit."
Jesus, no wonder you live like shit, son.
Dave continues to pace around the room like a caged tiger. He gravitates towards a shelf of containers full of nuts, seeds and rice. He picks up one in distaste.
Are you going to eat for me, little birdie?
I'm a vegan. I don't eat any meat or dairy products.
Oh, I have absolutely no respect for what you just said there.
Dave moves on to the wall, which features Shay's imagination board. It has old sketches, a world map, and some inspirational images, including the mandatory The Secret checks to himself for 5 million in 5 years, 16-10-21. Dave just hangs his head and appears to suffer something of a migraine.
Aye, finally something a little more interesting.
The camera pans down to reveal a desk, and beside it, a old-fashioned steel grey cabinet. Dave's eyes light up as he opens up the top drawer, and his fingers gently caress the dividers. The cabinet squeaks as he does this.
Just like a baby mouse.
Dave's eyes light up. Dave's eyes light up as he pulls out all letters, passports, ID, birth certificates, and other government paraphernalia revealed.
Is this all you have?
Show Shay now appearing fully relaxed and at ease with the situation. He's appearing really happy and cheerful now. Actually seems a tad like an airhead. Oh, sure, I think there might be a few national insurance cards in the drawer over there. And I think there's a CV in there that has my emails and my bank cards, both my NatWest and Halifax. I ordered one of them card readers. The pin is 6579. That should be under all my bank statements for the last 3 months. And silly me, I kept those old money shop receipts. I have great credit there as I'm poor and always pay on time because I'm worried about my credit score, even though there's no point, as no millennial will be able to get their own house. Unless you have rich parents, we'll all be renting. Still, on the bright side, I got paid today, but I'm sure glad my guru tied me up and not some villain. All the time Shay is bleating on the camera, show Dave pocketing all the stuff in his coat, great fistfuls, all the time smiling and nodding like a hungry wolf, almost seconds from licking his chops. So sorry, Daniel, can you get me my glasses? Sure thing, sir. He fetches the glasses and awkwardly places them on his face. Thanks, Daniel. I'm stupid without my glasses. Now can you untie me? I'm excited to meet my new guru. I've been trying to manifest you for the last 2 months. Daniel undoes the restraints. The whole time he does, Dave is glaring at him. When he is done, he raises a finger at Daniel.
Oh, we'll remember that.
Awkward silence from both Daniel and Shay. Dave changes his demeanour from angry to Christ-like, a benevolent look on his face as his arms rise up like held by a cross. He gestures at Shay to come close to him.
My brother.
Shay glides towards him entranced. Dave sportingly puts his arm around Shay's shoulder and guides him over to his angel shrine. The angel shrine consists of more inspirational quotes, an angel card box, candlesticks, incense burners, and also, inexplicably, a small miniature doll that looks just like Shay.
Now, little birdie, do you care to explain this? Idols in the home?
It's just for fun, but he looks ashamed.
Well, this is what I think are your beliefs.
Dave takes the camera from Daniel and raises it up to about chest height. In the interlude of camera swap, with his free hand he has withdrawn a tube from his fly. The tube is connected to an upside-down bottle of yellow liquid. Dave makes satisfied guttural noises as he pisses. After a while, I got red blood-like liquid poured in.
That'll be the syphilis. Oh, look at that. Little Shay's getting all drenched. Oh no.
Shay starts to laugh a little.
Well, that's enough of that monkey business.
He hands the camera back over to Daniel and pops the tube back behind the confines of his long coat. Dave produces Shay's debit card from his pocket and smiles the smile of the devil.
On to step one, getting you laid.
Thank you very much, Jay Dalvin, with the part of Dave. Thank you very much. So, folks, what are we doing now? We're all going upstairs, doing some feedback, and come back down. That's 10 minutes. Thank you very much. Off you go.
Just go a bit closer, just to like, what you do is like 3 fingers, right? So like,
My name is Lloyd. I am a comedian, but I have another job as well as comedy. Now, I used to ask the crowd and say, oh, what do you think I do for a living as well as comedy? But I stopped asking because the responses I was getting were scathing, awful. Straw that broke the camel's back, gig in Birmingham. Bloke on the front row, I said, mate, what do you think I do for a living as well as comedy? This bloke looked at me, panicked, went, oh, I don't know, mate. Darts? Darts. Just a fat athlete. I'm not a darts player, not professionally. I am a singer as well as a comedian, and it's not only ordinary singing what I do, it is very weird, it's very niche. I am a choir boy. And that's the usual reaction that gets. What the f***'s happening? Now, obviously, I'm not a choir boy, I'm a choir man. You think of a choir man, you think of someone like Andrea Bocelli, Luciano Pavarotti, maybe even Placido Domingo, and I look like none of those people. The only person I look like, and I get told on a daily basis, and if I don't reference it, some end usually heckles me with it, is the American comedian and actor and singer is in that group you've seen in all the films. I think you've just said it there, haven't you? I can't see the resemblance myself, but apparently I look like Will Smith. So I just need to get out there. Early doors! So people stop shouting Big Willie at me. Tiny. Now, you see my absolute hashtag lad, mate. What's your name? Big time. So, what would you say your favourite bit of classical choral music is? Quisedes from Vivaldi's Gloria. It's a bit niche, mate, but I think I know it. Okay, here we go. Quisedes hatek. Don't clap. Sedam patris miserere nobis. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Miserere. Look at my eyes, my eyes are there, my eyes are there. Miserere nobis. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Miserere nobis. So there you go. Oh, no, stop it. Stop it, it's embarrassing. Guys, stop it. Guys, honestly, stop it. You've got to... You've stopped. Okay, fair enough.
Wait for everybody to grab your seats. Oh, hello there. You're following me. Lovely. £50 at the end. Or you can get it free on Facebook. So thank you very much, everybody that's still tuned in on Facebook. We have 3 live followers now. I noticed it dropped to 1 whenever Gary was up here. So thank you very much again, everybody, for horsing upstairs and coming back down. That was great. Next up, we have Gillian Pencavel. This piece is untitled. Fair play. Fair play. What, Gary? Back in your box. So, Gillian's asked me to read out just this little thing here. This piece is about what happened to the ruby slippers after The Wizard of Oz finished filming. In the Good news there, Gillian. It sounds somebody's laughing anyway already. In the finished show, each actor will be playing multiple characters, review style. In this extract that you're about to see, you'll meet an infamous thief, the dog actor who played Toto, and an obsessed young man. Also, as it's untitled, Gillian has written here, if you can think of a title for this piece. Jesus, Gillian, come on. Please write it on the feedback sheet upstairs. She's written an extra question. I know, cheeky. Everybody else got 3 questions. I get angry, by the way. Everybody else have only got 3 questions and she's getting 4. Right, so here we go. Gillian Pencavel with Untitled.
Welcome. And here, in this badly secured museum, in the middle of nowhere, Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Judy Garland's birthplace, we have a priceless pair of ruby slippers. Yes, the very same pair she wore in The Wizard of Oz. See how the light glints off the sequins. See how easy it would be to prick this glass. See how we haven't even set the alarm on the door, or even locked one of them. Ah, priceless.
It was dark, dark, dark in the streets.
the scene. A ruby glow, a magic show, the shoes behind their screen. Raise my hand with the fist. Hammer, glass into shorts. And I snatched a pair, shoved in a bag, and I ran. We found the broken case. From that dawn, all colors gone, and shoes we've... Sorry. We swept the scene that we found. There lived no prince in the room. And the only thing that we could find was a single ruby sequin. A single ruby
I never wanted to be in movies. Was frightened out of my fur, hidden under my best friend's bed and waiting for woe to occur. I'm the cowardly lion with the courage hidden inside. I don't have the brains of a scarecrow or a tin man's heart of pride. I'm a scaredy cat. It's somebody's stray cat. A bag of quivering bones. A worry wart. I jump at my shadow. I'm not a Glutus Glinda. I'm not the wicked witch of the West. I'm more like the wizard that wasn't hiding from every guest. I never wanted to be a film star. Premieres were never my scene. The thought of Winkies and Munchkins, oh my, makes me start to turn. Excuse me, Mr. Piano Guy, Maestro, excuse me. I'm a humble pooch, a terrified terrier. I couldn't say boo to a goose. A nervous wreck. I start at each action and won't even fetch your shoes. And speaking of shoes, that's what you want to hear about, isn't it? Those shoes, well, they smell funny, I can tell you that. And I could tell who'd been wearing them from one sniff. Karen Marshall and my Judy. Karen just wore the one pair, really. Hers didn't wear out like Judy's. I miss Judy. I wonder what happened to her. Maybe she went on to other movies, like me. She could have been a star. I did my fair share of movies, I can tell you. I got used to being on set, less nervous. I felt more at home. But Judy, she lived for being on set. I hope she did well.
I've been all alone. Every day lifting monochrome. But when I first saw those shoes, their beauty blew away the blue. A world of gray is all I know. Every voice sang in monotone. But when I first heard that song, I knew one day they'd sing along. Black and white turned to rainbow hues, golden bricks and ruby shoes, sequin sewn with scarlet thread, crimson joyous shades of red. With a glass cabinet safe and secure, Dorothy shoes set like highest couture, glowing and sparkling in dazzling light. I saw the future then, hungry and bright. One day I would make my own, and every stitch I will have someone. And then when I hear that song, I'll know my seams will hold on strong. No more light of monochrome, technicolor. It guides me home. There's no place like it that I know. The land of Oz is where I'll go. The land of Oz is where I'll go. The land of Oz is where I'll go. The land of Oz.
Thank you very much, folks. So your last bit of feedback upstairs. Night, we're going to also say goodbye to you for the night. Thank you so much for coming out for our first ever one back again. Thank you so much. We'll be upstairs for more, and if you have any feedback for us as well, completely give it to us as well.
Don't give it to me.
Just give it to me. Thanks. And Chris, more.
Oh yes, so sorry. So everything Gary said, and
like don't discount anything that I said.
So the applications for the next scratch night are now open.
I
mean, there's not like
Sorry.
There's no lockdown, like you can apply anytime, but that's just fun to say. So as we said, if you watched stuff tonight and you thought, oh, that looks class, I've just had an idea, send it in. If you've had an idea and you go, I wonder what I'd like to do that, send it in.
If you're an actor and you want to act in it,
send yourself in. That was my next.
Sorry, Chris, I thought we were.
Sorry, I do have an order here, Gary.
Sorry, Chris.
So the next date, 2 months from now, the 23rd of May, stick it in your diaries if you enjoy it. The 23rd of May, Gary. I don't have time for this. As Gary, we're not in time anymore if you're going to keep doing this. Sorry. So let me just tell you something. Let's just take a step back here, folks. No, me and Gary lived together for 7 years. Only recently have we had to move out from living together. So I really miss him. I don't know how he feels.
I miss you too.
Lovely. So as Gary so fumbly stumbled upon there, if you're an actor and you would like to be just in one of these scratch nights, sometimes we get people who come with scripts and don't have any actors to be in. And they go, oh, I can't apply, so I don't have any actors. And we go, that's grand, we have actors. So if you're actors and you want just to be called on, send us an email saying, I'd like to be involved in scratch nights. We stick you in a database. As well, directors, anybody that's a director who wants to have a bash at directing, you can scratch your directing, scratch your acting, scratch your whatever else. Oh, I can't believe that landed. It's going to look like I say, so yeah. So yes, so directors as well. And so thank you very much, folks, for running up and down the stairs. Please go upstairs and do your feedback to the show you've just seen. But before we go, a very big thank you to Sarah Reid, Sam Farrell, Dan Kelly, Bruno McCauley, Jai Gavin, and Gillian Pencavel. Not that many pens, just one pen, Cavill. So thank you very much, folks. Off you go upstairs.